Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. Just want to do a shop tour, I guess, since, you know, just hanging out late in the shop and I wanted to do some YouTube videos. So I'll start where I walk in the morning here. Basically it's a pretty big garage. It's like a 3-4 car garage that used to be where the dudes would basically paint cars. So there's my door right here, garage door behind me. You'll see a lot of belts everywhere because I have a ton of belts and I've been kind of taught to keep them because they are still useful after they're worn, you know, for like synthetic materials and whatnot. So right here I got my Craftsman compressor, which I do not recommend at all. It's a piece of shit. I got one from Lowe's. It was 200 PSI. It was like blue. I forget the brand name, but it was awesome. Except it broke, but this one's shit. It works for now, but it's shit. This tarp is here to separate the sandblaster from everything else because the sandblaster just gets disgusting, and every sandblaster I've had so far is a piece of shit. So do not get this one. It's a piece of shit as well, but it works. So you know, a couple pieces of shit right here. Sandblasting is one of the more important things, so I should probably invest in something new. But you know, once you run out of the little covers for the inside of the glass, you're pretty much blind because you can't just get them at a store. So I do it by feel for the most part. I just pop it in there, put my hands in there, and I just know what I'm hitting. So, and up on the wall here we have my new model knife here. It's the Galactic Whip Warrior. So that's pretty awesome. That's for inspiration. I keep up there on the wall. Yeah, it's a sex toy. I mean, never mind. So over here, this is where I keep stuff like going out usually, or stuff to keep it clean. This nice clean black towel here I keep down here with some clean microfiber towels. And I got my stereo system, which is pretty awesome. There's a giant bass thing under the table so I can, you know, hear some music while and I usually got Miley Cyrus on here, but I don't know what this crap is. But anyway, this is my table. It's a gigantic table that I had outside. I basically covered it with canvas, and it lets me do anything I need, and it's like a giant picnic table that came with the house pretty much. And underneath there's a dog bed, which I try to keep clean because when she comes in here, you know, there's crap everywhere. I don't want her to get too dirty. Some gloves, some random shit. Got this guy here all the time because God knows what the fuck is going on outside that door because there's some weird shit going on. Shop towels, lots of shop towels, lots and lots. Costco, I think it's like $10 for like this whole package, and yeah, I keep a lot of those on hand. Belts, these are less worn belts up here on the wall. Current belts I'm using. This is my Harbor Freight, I don't know, grinder thing, which is also a piece of shit. It does the job. I wouldn't use it as a main grinder, but I use it for light surface grinding, basically. That's pretty much it. That's why I got it, so I can, you can put your hand flat on a larger surface, which is, most of the grinders are 2x72, so you only get a 2-inch wide area, and some blades are bigger, so you can put it down here, and if anything, you get to see exactly from laying it flat where it's grinding off, where it's not, so you can see where it's warped. But sometimes if it's not too major, it does work, so it's a piece of shit. So I wouldn't recommend that either. Also wouldn't recommend the Craftsman bench. It's a piece of shit as well. It broke pretty quickly, as most Craftsman stuff does. That is not like just tools. No offense to anybody who loves Craftsman. This is where I spend mainly the largest portion of my day. This is like my office. This is like the computer screen at my cubicle. Got the Wilmot, which is still kicking and still just kick ass. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I got the large tool rest there. Got the small arm attachment on it. I do grind with this one, not this one. This one I do all my scale contouring and some light shaping on that one. It's basically awesome to have it sitting there like that. I don't grind on it though. I just like the variable speed on this guy. This one is more of a set speed. There's 3 speeds, but you know, I keep it at 1 speed pretty much, and my weird like little face there on my motor. And I recommend this thing fully fully recommend the Wilmot. The TW90 is also on par with it. I pretty much hear they're both awesome. So I went with this guy. A little bit less money, but that's not why I picked it. I really liked Chris. He's a really good dude. So the Wilmot's the Tag 101. It's awesome. I got the full shabam, everything on it. Now there's my like cork belts and my really fine grits and some of my Scotch-Brite belts, which are randomly places. Got a window here, some lighting. Over here I got this rack which I picked up at a junkyard. It's a big 3-shelf rack with rungs coming out, about 4 on each thing. So it's just great for belts and holding my 10-inch wheel, my flat platen, and like some random stuff. Fire extinguisher just in case zirconium like burns a hole through my shirt again and I catch on fire like I did the other day, which is nice. This is where I have my new belts mainly. I spent about $400 a week on belts. It kind of sucks, but it's just the nature of the beast. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, you're doing stuff like this. I mean, you're just plowing through belts like crazy. Head trimmer number 2. Under there is just crap. Lots of crap, the dust and shit. Bucket of shit here. Some lovely water which we use for drinking and washing and bathing. And I urinate in there too. So anyway, and also keep my beers in here. If you can see them, they're down there somewhere. Some glue, which I spray glue. I got this leather stropping belt, which didn't work very well, but I cut it up into pieces and I basically can glue them onto this guy for contour or convex grinding. Also, I find that the Scotch-Brite belts, you can chop those up after they're worn too much or they rip or something and put them on there. They work good too. They actually, so Gavco, if you have a worn Scotch-Brite belt, dude, try that out, man. It works pretty damn good. It's a little bit more even, I think. Like the leather that I use and the felt, they kind of create a groove after a while. So you start to give like some odd shapes and you're not getting a good convex anymore. Right here I keep all those pads, Allen keys, stuff to repair the grinder, various wheels for the small arm attachment. I've got like 5 or 6 wheels. My favorite one is this guy, a little 1/4 inch. This thing is awesome. It's like $45 from USA Knife Maker, but it is definitely worth it. You got to be very careful though when you're putting it on here, because the glue on the belts, it's a lot of pressure on that one spot with the glue. So it will basically, you know, on a heavier grit belt like this, stiffer, it'll crease that glued area and it just freaking break and fly off. So there's lubricants up here, you know, to keep those for masturbation. And right here we have a nice big fan. I recommend this one a lot. I don't know what it's called, but I got it for like $100. And a high-powered fan for the shop is definitely a must. This is my bandsaw here. I still use this as a newer bandsaw. I don't use. I'm still working on fixing it up. It's good. I just need to find the damn bandsaws or get around to actually getting them. Another window, little tough knives. Painting this dude did for me. It's fucking awesome. This is my Swag off-road company. Made this little conversion for a porter band, which is awesome. Works great. I do all my cutting on this thing. I keep the foot pedal right here just so I don't accidentally step on it. And this is titanium shavings. I got my drops here, which I use lots of parts for back spacers and pocket clips. Basically, in between each one of those tank scales is a pocket clip and a back spacer. So it's pretty useful. It's awesome. And that's my Fortum, which I don't like using that often. It is a good tool to have, and I do recommend it, but it's extremely dangerous. Like, it is the most dangerous thing in my shop, pretty much. It is a speed demon from hell. I believe Solo, I forget who it was, called it the Devil's Toothbrush. Oh, I think that was Doberman. But right here we have my Savior, my coal stove, which burns rice coal, which they sell next door to me, which is like right over there. As I walk over there, and I stay nice and hot. As you can see, oh god, it dries out the air in here real fast, and you keep the door open, you can't breathe. But yeah, look at the chimney going out there, but it keeps it really nice and warm, and yeah. can cook on there. Shop vac number 7, I think. Seems to be working pretty good. I prefer the ones from Lowe's over the ones from Home Depot. So this would be a Rigid, that's from Home Depot. Not as much suction, but it works good. Right here we got the remainder of the pimp jobs. Some of them aren't pimp jobs, so it's not as many as you think. So that's about it. There's about like 20 or so left. Got my banner here. You got the "Don't cut yourself" on the window, which I completely ignore all the time. Got my etching station here, all my like Tough Knives logos for etching. My carbonizer, which will break here and there if you know how to repair it. It's pretty simple to repair with some slight mechanical ability. Anodizing machine, multi-etch down there, toaster oven for Kydex, distilled water, random parts and shit. I got this, you know, just, I'm never over here really, like ever. Like this stuff, I spend like all my day on the grinder, and right here, right at the head of the table is basically my Tannic station. I build Tannics all day long. Right here, I basically got towels. These towels are like, you get like 60 of them for like $5, and I basically, when I'm building the Tannics, halfway through I'll flip it over so it's nice and clean, then I'll throw it out when it's done. When I'm doing the initial final, you know, build, I have a nice clean one on here. I just like to be really clean with it. I got a nice, perfectly flat ground steel block here with some holes in it for punching stuff through. You know, we get taps caught, or you know, you need to bust out a screw. Got my shop knife here. Bought by Chosen 7x7 for me a long time ago. It says Tough Thumbs on it. I still use it. Clamp, carbide clamp for my blades. Basically, get the initial cut in for the plunge line, so it's perfect every time. Got my arbor press here, real close. I kind of made this like a cockpit. So I have everything I need for building the Tannics in a spot where it doesn't get dusty, right in the center of the shop, pretty much. Got this small wooden solid table, so when I'm hammering on shit I do on this, and the arbor press here for pressing detents. Just a bucket of sandpaper, towels, microfiber towels. Right now my stone washer, because my stone washer broke, so I basically put shit in the jug and I shake it around, which works pretty damn well. It actually looks kind of nice. Nice vise there. Various pieces and parts that don't really have any real meaning or rhyme or reason, but they come in useful and handy, more than you'd think. Just random shit, nano oil, vice grip, random scales. I got all my Torx drivers, which is, that's not even like half of them. Files, pens and shit, random stuff. Right here I got my Tannic bucket. It's got all my pivots and everything. Got the bearings here. You got carbide burr bits, small ones for a lot of things. Taps, reamers, counterbores for, or whatever the hell they're called. Detent balls, washers, pearls, pearl inlay things. I don't know. Small bits. I got a bucket of blades here. These are just, there's a ton of them in here, and show scales and lock sides to last me a very long time. So yeah, current projects, the stuff I'm like, I keep this shit right here, the stuff that I'm using currently, like finishing up this tote here. Yeah, a little AG solution turn Windex bottle. If you guys want to send me more AG solution, please do, because I'll never get around to ordering some, even though I think this stuff is amazing. Dremel number 16. Just go through them fast. A fucking annoying Tannic I'm working on forever. I have to redo the show scale because it looks like shit. Let's see what else before this freaking camera runs out. We got the Beast here. This mill works pretty well. I need a new vise. It's just not a very precise vise, but it's definitely better than any drill press I've ever used. So when I'm drilling stuff for the detent and whatnot, it works really well. This is a fucked up blade. Like, I screwed this shit up so bad. I was trying to do something and I failed miserably because I wasn't. This was loose, so it started cutting in and at an angle, So the hole there is like burp, like messed up. So that is a scrapped blade. I'll probably think of something to do with it. I don't know. But this thing works really well, even though it's pretty old. But it does have a good variable speed on it. And it does the trick. I mean, it's got some hiccups, but you know, this is where I keep all my end mills, which is not organized. This is an area where I have not organized very well at the moment because I'm always throwing stuff around. It's hard to keep all these bits like in the right spot. I got a big box of like 200 band-aids. It's definitely a must. Just random bits and doodads. Drill Doctor. One of the most important things over here to sharpen your drill bits in order to cut titanium. I got 2 of them. One down here works for smaller ones. My old Delta Milwaukee drill press, which has been refurbished, and it's beautiful. I love it. Works really well. Very good piece of equipment. It's been modified by somebody. I gotta sand down this. It's getting rusty. Nice big tray. Had to drill a hole in it. It was modified by somebody to make it basically tension like that, so it's a lot easier. It's really nice. Got the old shit over here. The Shop Fox I use for basically buffing only. Polishing and buffing, I just use it as a buffer. It's a good speed, it does the trick. I got a couple different ones I use. Mainly this one polishes shit to like a mirror polish. This is like a rougher Scotch-Brite. This is like a even finer, clean one. Right now there's a wire brush on here. The acid down here, and my fucking... This thing lasted me a good 2.5 years. The Harbor Freight one just broke 2 days ago, which is I'm finding to be very terrible because I need to get a new one. Powder coating system, I fucking do not recommend it. It's a piece of shit, so stay away from it at all costs. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, there's just random stuff everywhere. There is an organized thing going on here, but I mean, everything's all over the place, you know. But this is where I spend my life, guys. This is where I try to make things to make people happy and make myself happy, and basically do what I want to do. So I'm not just, you know, not just living. I'm doing what I want. So I mean, that's what you got to do, guys. I mean, but on this side of the table, this is like really clean at all times. I keep it covered. This is for when I do videos or when I finish knives. I want to put them somewhere. I cover them up with a tarp or canvas. I eat lunch right here. Yeah. It's my power washer. I had to bring that in. But yeah, I mean, no big operation here, guys. Just me. Just me just doing my shit and trying to make people happy. And trying to pay my bills. So, yeah, nothing crazy, no factory, no employees, just me and a bunch of tools, and I absolutely love it in here. So, it's my home away from home. Well, it is my home pretty much. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tour here, and yeah, nothing else I could really show you here. Yeah, I didn't forget anything. Another compressor over there, which I was using for the powder coater, but it doesn't work. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace.